A day after the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission announced that only 1.5 million Kenyans had registered as voters 2 weeks into the mass voter registration exercise, members of parliament now want to re-engineer the exercise and have Kenyans register in big numbers. The MPs to that effect crafted a motion that aims at enticing Kenyans into registering.
We are only 10 days to complete this exercise. When we start now talking of motivating and encouraging those who have not registered to start thinking of how we can motivate and encourage them. It means these people will now sit down and wait for us to come up with these motivational mechanisms so that they can go and register.
It could be futuristic and so let us not tie it to the upcoming election and say he's doing this law simply because of the upcoming election. So members, let's not dwell too much on that.
The legislators are calling for a comprehensive mechanism that will be used to persuade all eligible voters to enlist themselves for general elections.
What does it mean by persuasive and compelling mechanisms?
The motion is asking the committee to come up with persuasive measures to persuade the voter to register. So what I'm saying is that they will come up with many of them, but the one that I quoted was, if the government is recruiting, then those who have voted, we will have an advantage.
A number of MPs are, however, proposing the use of identity cards as replacement to voting cards as a way of stemming out voter apathy.
These same BVRs would have been domiciled at the Registrar of Persons office in each constituency, such that whenever a new person, a young person gets an ID, then he can go ahead and do register. It would save IEBC a lot of money.
The MP's move comes as the electoral body called on the Council of Governors to intensify voter sensitization in all the counties.
To talk to the Council of Governors, the other governors, to tell them that, also to get out there and get Kenyans to register to vote, because we need to get the numbers, and in some areas the numbers are very low, as you've seen.
Meanwhile, hundreds of residents in Samburu County risk being locked out of the August 8th poll due to lack of identity cards. In Naivasha, operations at industrial area were paralyzed for the better part of the day after mechanics downed their tools of trade to mobilize Kenyans to register as voters. Donned with their oily, tattered and dirty-looking aprons, the mechanics moved from one garage to another, mobilizing fellow workers, majority being youth, to register.
Tumeangalia viongozi wetu, hakuna wale wanasuguka wakiambia watu Naivasha mzima wachukue kura. Na ndio sisi leo tumesema tumefuga garaji zote, tukasema sisi mechanic wote tusunguke na tuambie wote Naivasha town wachukue kura.
The move comes barely a day after Maimahiu market operators closed the open-air market and blocked customers from buying goods until they produced a voter's card. For Channel 1 News Hour, I'm Brenda Zeda Radido.